Hey, this is Dale, and we're talking again about blogging a book. So I'm from Book Brand Business and Soul Writers Academy. Okay, so you have this great idea that you want to write a book and you have lots and lots of content on your blog. So the first thing is I'd ask you to take a few steps back and really have a look at your business and your brand and make sure that they are going to be aligned. So your book, your brand, and your business. Think about the core message of your business. Think about the core message of this book and subsequent books. Because remember, although you're repurposing content, it does actually take time to pull it all together and get it edited. Look at where you are, where you're going, and what you want to create. What are the possibilities that are open to you in terms of this content and this book? So could this book become also an online course? Could you create a program out of it and then do the same, kind of rinse and repeat for the next book and the next online course, etc., etc. So start thinking about your vision and then those strategic steps that take you towards that vision. So here's the vision, and we come back to that point over here. So we've got a core message of the book. We've aligned the book, the brand, and the business. We have a vision. We have some kind of, strategy. We're thinking about how else we can use the book. So the next thing is everything's all set up. We need that outline. We need that chapter framework. I've previously talked about doing a knowledge audit where we actually go and find out what content we've got, where it fits, and where the gaps are. So you've done a gap analysis. So now I would actually sit down and write a chapter synopsis. This chapter is about, and the key message is, and what the reader gets is X, Y, Z. This chapter is about, etc., etc. So you've now got a flow in your head. So we got that sorted out. Then the next thing to do is to start doing chapter at a time. So you've got the framework, you know what is going to go into that framework, and then you take your blog content or whatever other content you've got, and you will start a massive edit. And I would do that chapter by chapter, but I would do a test chapter first. So I've got my test chapter, I've put the blog content in, and then I'll look at just how easy or difficult it is to rejig that content so that actually it makes sense for a chapter in a book. So a couple of other key points are that, of course, you can't just put free exact same content that's on the internet, freely available to everybody into a book. It has to be edited, it has to be changed, and it has to be different. So, we go through this process of creating an outline, and I've given you a really just a simple step. When I'm working with people, we do a lot more to really nail the outline and the chapter framework. Having said that, when you have done your outline, done chapter framework, edited all of those chapters and made sure everything's flowing, and it all fits together really nicely. Once you've published, you can repurpose that content into blogs again, but it has to be different. So I think my key message for today is make sure everything is aligned, book, brand, business, and make sure you have that structure, and make sure you do a massive edit so that it is completely different, but it flows as a book. So that's me. I'm Dale from Book Brand Business and the Soul Writers Academy.